call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. The Buckeyes will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange offense will take the field, and they have the first possession of this game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position, and right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain, needed about 3 more on that one. Syracuse will send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. So Ohio State's offense will go to work for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Reddick. It's complete to the left. Breaks into the open. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Pressure coming. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He might want another play. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Grabbed in the middle, it's Pitts. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Freeman. At the 40, there he goes. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Syracuse right back at it. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Big fella moving. Touchdown, Orange. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Snags it at the 30 and still running. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And how about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Gonna run it. It's O'Neal. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great...
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. With the catch, it's Matthews. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats.
14, Syracuse, 7.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll run this play from the pistol. Handoff to the lone back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Reddick. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Here's a heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. And I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
The short hands, it's Ali.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He wants to change this route. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Got his man. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Buckeyes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The give on the option. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
21, Syracuse, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need.
Turning it on!
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Hand off from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Still running at the 40. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Matthews.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it and they get that turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Reddick. Throws to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive.
He uncorks one deep. And it's hauled in at the 10. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Timeout,
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He leaves it with his back. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
28, Syracuse 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On the move. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Orange will have to punt. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Try to get it to the edge. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass. It's Reddick. Oh, they're after him. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the red zone, looking for a man. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened? And what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the dome in lovely central New York.
Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. Plows through the defense. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Wants to throw. It's Reddick. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone in my rush.
Looking for a huge play. Snags it down the right side. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The pull and throw off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
They'll try the right side. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
Wants to throw on first down. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. Behind the chains now on second and long. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be fourth down and decision time. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Still on his feet. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, what a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Might be changing the route. A first down run on the doorstep. Fighting off the defender. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. And you saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you're running back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. They'll give it to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Dead center perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
Fielded in the end zone. It's O'Neal. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Caught behind the line. It's O'Neal. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it out to the 25.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Keeps it on the bootleg. Finds the tight end. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. Here's the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
He breaks a tackle. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. It's Reddick. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Second down coming up. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
Ohio State 44, Syracuse 7.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. From the gun, they'll try the middle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The give to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They're working that left side. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. He'll keep it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Runs through the tackle. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
First and goal, Ohio State.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship. And